everybody. So this time our 3D collaboration is in the theme of a beach scene or beach theme. So I chose a lemonade box. I think of the summer and beaches and
Hey everybody,
cold
it's
drinks.
Thrifty Crafter here, and I'm here with my 3D collaboration where I have created a cute little lemonade drink box. I've got my little straw here. I've cut the straw in half and placed it inside my shaker, and I did make it a shaker. I've got, I use this beautiful paper here by Recollections. It's called the When Life Gives You Lemons. And then it has, I think, the Spanish sentiment there. And then I've used this paper here. And I also used one of the lemons pages. Not this one. I used that paper there. And then there's a lemon. There it is. And then I used this paper in, I think, inside the paper box. And then also used this lemon here and put faces on it, and then used my glossy accents to make it really shiny and pretty. And I popped my sentiment Hello Summer with the backing of that color there. So I've got Hello Summer, and I've used my glossy accents on that. I put some square shimmery sequins inside there that I found at Hobby Lobby, along with some round ones in a lemony colored, orange colored color. And I put them in the sequence in there, and then I did back the paper. I did put the paper in there to make it nice looking. And I wanted to come in, and I hope you guys like this project. If so, it is a little bit more complicated, and I'm not sure if we'll be able to recreate it. But I do have a tutorial where I'm going to show you what I did to create this beautiful box. And I used my little scallop punch there, the circle scallop. And I didn't really measure this, so I don't have a measurement for the mats or anything. But I do have a mat for this and the backing of the shaker there. And then I just kind of used the same shape here that we'll cut out, and we cut a 1/4 inch off of each side to make the shape for the foam. All right, so let's get started. All right, I'll put that to the side there. And again, this is the paper collection that I just love. It's got all these beautiful peaches and lemons, and just gorgeous. Really fun for summer. The sentiments are a little bit large for what I'm looking for, because it would have been really great if these were a little bit smaller for my paper project, but it's really nice. All right, let's start. We got our cutter here and all my directions. Let me take a look at what we got here. All right. Okay, so this is how I always start my projects that are 3D. I take and I make the measurements of the sides of the box that I want, the shape of the box that I want, and then I just kind of put it together with a piece of paper. And then, of course, I can put this on a piece of larger paper and trace it to make my actual project out of it. So what I've come up with is that's the shaker if you wanted your foam. And the mat for the... Okay, it's actually going to be 3 3/8 by 6 3/8. And what you'll want to do, that's the piece of paper you're going to do. And this is to get the shape of the lemonade cup. So we take our piece of paper, and we're going to open it up here so we have a larger space to cut. And we need a piece of paper that is 3 3/8 by 6 3/8. 6 3/8. By 3 3/8. going to throw that stuff on the floor so I don't get confused on where my actual project stuff and notes are. So this is the piece of paper that we want. We want that 3 3/8 by 6 3/8. Okay. On the bottom, we're going to measure the 1/2 inch mark. So I need a pen. On our board, we're going to find the 1/2 inch marks, and then we're going to do 3 inches. Okay, and what we want to do is we want to take and make a straight line there. So if you have a board like this, it's really great. What we want to do is we want to take this dot here and line it up to the very edge here, and we're just going to cut. That's going to give us that angle of the cup. You see where I've got it? Right there to the edge. Very tippy edge there, and that line, and it's on my line here to cut, so I'm just going to cut it. That's going to give me one edge, and I'm probably going to have to do it this way, where I take that dot, line it up on the line, and finagle it to where I have the point there and the dot there. I just try to slowly take my time with this, because once you cut it, it's done. So you want to make sure that you've got that really nice edge and that dot. Okay, so now we have our cup. All right, so that's the cup. That's the mat for the back and the front of our box. Let's take a look and see. So that's going to go on the back of the box and the front of the box. And then you can also use it inside the box. Now it doesn't want to come out of there. And then the top of the box as well. Okay, so that's our different spots for the mat there. And you don't have to make a shaker. You can make it a flat box just like this, and design it and make it really cute with your sentiments and things. Next, we want to do the actual box. This is the mat. Okay, so the mat is 3 3/8 by 6 3/8, and we measure a 1/2 inch down here and 3 inches on this edge, and we cut at the dot, remember? Okay, so that's that, and that's how we look. Right there to there, there to there. All right. Now, let's get to the box part. All right. I like to clean up my stuff so I know what I'm doing here. This is just the mat. So what I did was I just went inside and I measured here. You can see my edges. I just measured, I believe it's 1/8. No, 1/4. Yeah. So I just measured 1/4 on all edges, and on that and there, and then I just went in with my ruler and cut that out as best as I could, and that'll give you a good when you take it to your mat board, it's not going to be like a die. You're going to have to actually trace this on your your foam board. You're going to have to trace this out, the center and the outside. I did it twice, so you'll have to do it twice, cut it out, and cut the center out with possibly an X-Acto knife, or I have these really cute tiny scissors that you can just kind of poke in and start your cutting. And go slow, but it will work. Something just fell. My little house. Okay. All right, next. That's my mat. Now, we want to make the actual box. And this would be cute for, like, you know, giving your swap partner some really cute goodies. Maybe it's a shaker swap and you want to, you know, make a really cute shaker to, you know, have all your other shaker items inside. It's a pretty good sized box. And it's pretty thick, so you could put lots of little things in there. I mean, you could probably even put like the Nuvo drops and things in there. All right, It's a little gift box. So we're going to start with 8.5 by 5.5. So we need a piece of paper. We're going to cut 8.5, and then we're going to do 5.5. And I think we're going to need 2 of these. Okay, so that's almost, I must have had it crooked or something. Okay, 5.5. It's almost 5.5. I don't know. I think we will need 2 of these, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut another one. Okay. So, right now, let's see. We need the scoreboard. I'm pretty sure we need a scoreboard now. Let me get my scoreboard. Okay. So, on the 5.5 inch side, which we're on the 5.5 inch side, I need my little scoring tool here. So on the top, we'll label this top. Now you want to be able to erase this. So this is the bottom. We're going to do the bottom first. We're going to mark at a 1/2 inch, a 1.5, a 4, and a 5. On the top, we're going to do a 1 and a 4.5. All right. Now, we want to take our cutter and we're going to cut our box. We're going to have to do another where we do the dots to the edge. Okay, so we're going to line this dot up with that very edge of our cutter. That cuts that off. And on this side, we want to take this line and go to the, we're doing the bottom to the very edge of the top. So I had to flip it over because that's how I figure out where the edge is. Okay, so this is what our cup looks like so far. Our cup box. Now, take the dot and score on a diagonal. So that's why I have a line here. I've had to mark a line so I can make sure it's going all the way through my paper. All right, and you might want to do it on your scoreboard as well. Thought I had that like that too, but I guess I didn't. Anyways, so what we're going to want to do is on our piece of paper here, it looks like we're taking the dots from the bottom and we're going to the dot there. So it's kind of at an angle. All right, and I have to do it this way because I just do. I'm not sure if that's really a reason, but okay, so we have that. And then on the 8.5 inch side, score at 1. So you're going to want to line this up. Take your board, flip that over, and butt that up against there because it's an angle, so it's going to want to go weird. You're going to want to make sure this edge is lined up, and at the 1 inch mark you're just going to be doing a line, and then it says at the 7.5 inch mark, so I think the 7.5 would still be a 1 inch. You could flip it over and just make a 1 at the 1 inch. You're just going to do another score there. All right, and this is your box. So you take your scissors and you just cut straight up, and then you can make these angled. Just the side ones though. Straight up, and then we do an angle. We flip it over and we go straight up. We do an angle. Straight up. And then angle. Okay. Now we can kind of fold it over. Alright, we fold this over. Oops, sorry. And then we do this one. I think that one's a little bit weird there. Okay, now we just can kind of glue this together. You're just going to glue it like that, so they're inside like that. I need my glue. I got some glue here. I love this glue. It's fast, enough for me anyways. And I can get it pretty much everywhere. I like it. I can get it in the little, it's not really the dollar area of Michael's, but every time I go to the register they have a little area and I pick it up. And I've also seen it at the dollar store for $1, so I pick it up there, but it's a smaller, I think it's probably one of these sizes, which is good because I know it's probably like $2.99 at Michael's. But anyways, then I go on this side and I glue, and then I go on this side and I glue. Let me put my lid on because I don't want this to dry out and be worthless. I do care about all of my things. I care about all of my stuff. And then that's your box. Oh, there's a little thing there. And that's your box. And you can make it out of really thick cardstock. This one was only like a 65 pound. I just used whatever I had really quick. And I've made this already, so I didn't really want to make it out of good paper and things for the tutorial. I thought this would work. All right, and you're going to make a top. And when you do the top, you're not going to want to you're not going to want to glue it until you actually fit it on there, just like just so you know that it's going to fit nice. So you'll make this other one and you're going to place it on top and kind of finagle it. I do this over the top of the little flaps there, and you just kind of finagle it and then kind of hold it until it's glued, and do it on both sides, you know, while you're gluing it, so it fits nice and it's not too small, because they're the same size. You need a little bit of wiggle room, so you're gonna want to do it just like that. Hold it, and then it'll be glued and you'll be able to take it off. And then you're gonna take your little circle punches, so you got a good little handle for the sides to be able to open the box. And that's it. That's it. And then you can decorate it however you want. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I enjoyed making the box. I hadn't seen actually how to make a box like this, you know, shaped like this. I was really worried. I was like, it's not square at all, but I really want it to be a cup shape. And this is how I always do my stuff. I always like try to figure out how thick I want it, and then I'll make it to the length I need it. And I don't put the tabs usually until I get it on a piece of paper. In this case, I went back and I did another piece of paper with the flaps tabs, so you could glue it together and make a box. And then you just need 2 of these. All right. I hope you guys enjoy the day. Like, subscribe, share my videos, and if you guys make this, I do have a Instagram. I'd love to be tagged in some of these, and also Facebook. If you want to join my Facebook group, it's just called Thrifty Shopper, and there you can show all your wonderful projects. I'd love to see them, and I'd love to have a big group that wants to do crafts like this. All right, you guys, like, subscribe, have a great day, stay safe, bye now.